My name is Faisal Contractor and I run REMAX ZAM. And today's episode is a special one. We're talking to Abdulaziz Al Saud from Benghazi. It's going to be an interesting one to understand the insights coming from Benghazi. Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of our unfiltered version. We've got Abdulaziz. Abdulaziz, thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
And it's always good to have this conversation with you. It's always good to chat with you.
Likewise.
For our viewers, I think what would be good is a lot of people know you, but for those that don't know you, if you can just give a very quick intro about yourself.
Sure. My name is Abdulaziz Al Saud, sales manager Benghazi. This is my third year in Benghazi, but not the third year in business. I'm 9 years in real estate Dubai business. And Alhamdulillah, business is going well. We improve ourselves and looking forward.
That's good. And as I said, it's always good to meet with you, Abdulaziz. The whole attempt of what we're trying to do is give the unfiltered version of the market realities to people who are watching, investors, consumers, etc. Because there's a lot of speculation across in the market in terms of what's happening, but we're trying to be as real as possible and talk to industry experts like yourself. As you said, you've been in the industry for the past 9 years. So this is the forum of the conversation. Abdulaziz, I just want to understand from you, while the conversations with the investors are happening, we also understand that we're in a bit of a market where there are uncertainties at the moment, right? And as an industry expert, I'd like to understand from you, what are you sensing in the market? What are you seeing happening across, just your viewpoint on how's the market shaping up?
The market is under corrections. Investors are still available. They didn't disappear yet, but they have become more selective. They become more realistic with their options, especially with the mid-tickets.
So mid-tickets meaning that you've got what would be the price ranges that you'd be looking at?
They don't want to over invest. They don't want to put all their, as we say, all the egg in one bucket. You get my point? Yeah, so they become more selective, they become more careful with invest, but they exist still. They didn't disappear yet.
Yeah.
But what does the ticket, we believe now the range we're talking about from $500,000 to $3 million. Okay. They don't go for the big tickets now.
So what you're seeing in the market is that even with the professional investors or investors that have been investing in real estate for a while, do you see that those audiences or those investors are also looking at these mid tickets? So it's come down because of the conditions in the market, or how are you seeing this?
Some of them, but even if our job, me or you as a consultant in this market, it's our job also with advice. Eventually, we don't want just to make the sales happen.
Yeah.
We need to advise them.
Yeah.
It's all about the trust. As I mentioned, trust goes through transparency.
That's right.
You get my point? So even if you as an investor, you're capable for the big ticket, this is not the good time currently for the big tickets.
Yeah.
You can make much better profits or benefits with the mid tickets currently.
I was talking to a couple of my investors, and what they were suggesting is that this is a good time for going and buying distressed opportunities. And that's why we're hearing the term distress very frequently in this market at the moment. But the sentiments of that is to go and buy a lot more because you can get it at a really good price. So people who've got a lot of money, so these investors, at least that's what I'm seeing, that with this, they're actually going and trying to buy a lot more. So on one side, we may see that there's a bit of a slowdown, but the other side, we're seeing that these are the bullish investors that are coming and trying to take the advantage of the market. Is that something that you guys have also been observing at Benghazi?
Currently, investors, after this current situation happening, they become more picky. As you mentioned, the distress deals are also very smart. So they know when the distresses happen. You cannot bluffing on them. You get my point? So currently the situation, the investors, they are going more for the distress, more for ready projects, because for them, fortunately, which is true, ready is more safety for them, is more guaranteed ROI than the off-plan, especially with the current situations. So yeah, we are facing such inquiries for the distress, for the ready projects we need, more than the off-plan.
So that's interesting, because I know that with Benghazi, you've got so many projects and very, very beautiful projects.
Thank you.
But most of your projects are off-plan, right? And in the market, you're also looking at the ready projects is something which is in demand. So how are you kind of countering this requirement from the market?
It's by the analysis, First of all, as an investors, if you are willing to go for ready, we need to know why. Because eventually, you should invest to hold, not to sell. This is the quality. You have to seek the quality. Investing in a ready, there's no quality on it, even if it's distress. But the location, look for the rent liquidation in that area. It's all a point you have to mention to your clients, because even if the client is a smart investor, but eventually you are the expert, you are the advisor.
Yeah.
You have to tell him about the analysis of the area.
Yeah.
You have to tell him you don't have to buy to sell. You buy to hold.
Yeah.
The smarter investor is the one who holds, not to sell.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. But are you having conversations with your clients which actually are looking at favoring ready deals versus off-plan deals?
Exactly. We got this also. I got some of query. What I'm doing here, I'm taking for some almost ready project. In Bengat, we are the fastest developer.
Yeah.
We have a plenty of projects which is almost ready. So for you, it's much better to go to a project almost ready with a smart entrance for the area and with safety exit than the ready project. There is in a ready project, the problem there is no smart entrance and there is no safety exit.
Right.
You can't get this in the ready project, only in off plan. What in Bengat we provide almost ready project which is exist. So you can make the benefit of the ready project in off plan. So you smart invest and safety exit.
That's also an interesting thing. So with all of the projects that you guys are doing, and Bengati is known for the quality of the projects and for making amazing projects. I mean, I love the project that you guys have done, which is the Mercedes one, and we've also kind of sold a couple of project units in that. But that appeals to a very different audience. I'd say it's someone that wants luxury, is someone that's that's not really skeptical in terms of how much they would invest.
Exactly.
Since this has happened, since the market dynamics have kind of evolved a bit, are you seeing that these kind of investors are still there in the market?
They are. They exist because you mentioned that this kind of investor, they are not only looking for ROI or capital appreciations. They are looking for the value of the brand. What is the value of the brand? It's a safety. It's a safety investment. Your investment with the brand is different than your investment with other developers or even with Bengati. The brand going to provide you the safety investment, which doesn't matter what happened as a crisis, either like 2008 with the economic crisis or the COVID 2020. No, but eventually the brand never get affected because they got an assets. So there are some investors who they are capable for the brand, especially with Mercedes City. Our price, it's reasonable.
Yeah.
We're talking about 1.3 studios.
Yeah.
You get my point? 2.3 for one bedroom. Still below 3 million, as I mentioned earlier. So it's not a big ticket, yet it's branded. So it's a safety. Like you put your money in valuable assets and like a locker.
Oh, that's interesting. And when it comes to, let's say, the sentiments of the investors, and the reason I'm asking is because I've got a lot of clients calling and saying, hey, how's the progress of our projects? Is the construction still happening? What's the status of the projects? And considering so many projects are in the pipeline for you guys, how's the progress looking like?
24/7 non-stop.
Okay.
Even with this current situation, you can't check. If you notice that always each month we have our YouTube channel, Bengati YouTube channel. We are keeping posted our all investors, even also our partners, like in you, that our progress, construction, and our projects. So you just pick the project, you go to the YouTube, Bengati, pick your project, you will see month by month, there's a progress in the constructions. Our construction never stops.
So you're saying that everything is on track?
On track. I believe that there's a life example. Skyrise is just our neighbor. Bengati Skyrise, your neighborhood, yes. You can see that last month, how was it? 2 months earlier, in December 2025, how was it?
Yeah.
And look at now, more than 15 floor.
So this gets me to the point where what we are also trying to do is, we're trying to do a lot more, including this conversation, is to build the confidence, build the trust of the investors, just to tell them that, look, what you hear is not always true.
Exactly.
This is what the reality looks like, and this is exactly how it is, that the transparency is there. Now, you spoke about transparency. But how are you ensuring that this transparency and communication is always provided to your investors? Have you kind of doubled down on the effort of calling them and kind of just telling them what's happening?
Not only calling them.
Or communication, or what's your means to keep them aware?
Of course, we keep them posted month by month, not only by calling, by a live video even. We're going to the sites, recording. Look, you can compare by your own, by the last month video and this month video, you can see the progress. That's a new project. Also, as I mentioned, there is a very HD, very professional videos by Bengati provided in social media and YouTube, as I mentioned, which is a big example to make you safe as an international client that you keeping in track your investing.
Oh, that's good to know. You know, the conversations with the clients is based on now more of security rather than looking at capital appreciation.
Exactly.
You know, so majority of our conversations with investors is this is still going to be a safer investment versus a bullish investment, because you know, you're not just looking at a capital appreciation, you're looking at a healthy ROI. With the changes that you've seen in the past couple of months, have you guys changed any of your strategies to make your products a lot more ROI focused, a lot more stable products for investors? Has that changed a bit for you guys, or it's the same?
Now, regarding our ROI, we don't have to change it. Already, our numbers increasing year by year, month by month. As you can see, the transactions, our ROI, we're providing in Bengati very high ROI in our project. Yet, yes, we provide a lot of a new offer for our new investors, such as flexible payment plan. We do some promotions, which is going to be increase the ROI. Like we got some project in Bengati, the value of the unit is below the market price more than 200,000 dirham. This is a life, very short capital appreciation you gained before you even selling something.
Right.
Once you purchase, you gain capital appreciations.
Right. So from a product perspective, you know, and I'm talking to the developers, and everyone is kind of doing something to match the sentiments into the market. It's less likely that someone stays the same way it was. You know, we've got to be adapting to the market. What are you guys doing to adapt to the current situations and be a lot more relevant to the investors?
To adapt, as I mentioned earlier, we're providing the promotions, we provide flexible pay plan, variety under the situation, the direction of many investors. They are going for the mid tickets, so we increase the project under mid tickets to be suitable with all kind of investors, and we pick, you know, Bengati the prime locations. So even with the investor, he want to do his homework as a safe entrance and safety exit for the location, and see the liquidity and supply and demand on the specific locations. He will have variety in options. He will not be stick to just one project by Bengati.
Yeah.
More than one option he get. More than one payment plan. More than price. He can gain capital appreciation at the same time.
Yeah.
He can be guaranteed ROI in the same location that are previous transaction for the previous projects.
Yeah. You know, with the volatility in the market where things are going up and down, and that's where I think investors in real estate are also skeptic to say, you know, if this investment is going to go higher or it's going to be lower, is it the right time to enter the market or not the right time to enter the market? So I just want to understand from you, when you have a client that's kind of telling you that, okay, let me think about it, although you know that, you know, he's kind of made up his mind that he wants to buy, but the market sentiments don't allow him to do it now. What's your advice to them at that point in time?
You have to change him from his positions. If he's a thinker, he's not an investor. You have to take him from this position as a thinker to as an investor. If you keep thinking, you will never invest. People now feel sorry and blaming us or blaming themselves because they waste the opportunity of COVID-19. And same of the crisis 2008.
Yeah.
So God give you another chance. You have now a nice price, mid tickets available.
Yeah.
Very competitive price with all developers, not only in Bengati.
Yeah.
So if you will keep thinking, because this is not an economic crisis like 2008. This is not even a health issue like similar for the COVID.
Yeah.
No, this
temporary
situation, maybe after 48 hours,
it's going to be ceasefire.
Everything will be settled.
Yeah.
You will call me, I'll tell you all the promotion done. Exactly.
Yeah.
So in this kind of situations, you don't have no time to think.
You
have time just to see the asset. You see the analysis of the area, the statics.
Yeah.
the numbers. If you are capable for that, go in. Otherwise, you're not an investor. Our job here to move this investor from thinking position to invest position and face him with the reality. If you keep thinking, maybe after 1 week, all the promotion done, everything will be settled. That's one announcement from any famous authority. Yeah, that's it. It will be everything will be settled down. That's it.
Yeah. And as an expert in the real estate market, what are you observing that the other developers or what's happening around the market, the sentiments across the way that people are adapting to the market? What's your observations been?
Again, it's for the trust. Now the developer now surviving is the big sharks because they gather records.
Yeah.
They gather assets.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I believe the new developers, they can't survive in this. In certain situations, it's for the sharks. Because as an investor, especially now, they go targeting the big names because they are trusted enough. They got a live and ready project. They got their transaction result. The record is there in government. Everything is more trusted than I put my investing in jeopardy and go with a new startup developer. So
I think it's the test of time to see who can stand strong during these
times. Who's man, like we can say, last man standing. Yes, the last man standing, yes. And such a situation, I believe, the big guys only.
Yeah. So you guys are seeing that, not much has shifted in the market. It's still pretty stable for you guys. You're still getting the influx.
It is stable, not the best, yes, not the best option, but still, the investor, they not disappear. These are the important things. Back to COVID-19.
Yeah.
No, majority of the investors, they disappeared.
Yeah.
Because as I mentioned, they don't know when it's going to end. Is it 1 year pandemic, 2 years pandemic? Is it end of the world? It is the apocalypse?
Yeah.
They don't know. But this situation is totally different.
So what would be your advice to us as brokerage companies, and also what would be your advice for investors? So if there were these two advices that you could give, what would you tell us?
For investors, as I mentioned, stop think. If you are capable for invest, do your homework and go ahead. Because it's a short-term window. Later on, you will feel sorry for it. For you, it's your job to convince him by facing him with the evidence, by advising him what is the best option for him. What is the liquidation of this area? What is the supply and demand in this area? Is it safe to enter now in this area or not? If I enter in this area, how can I exit? When can I exit from this exactly location? This is your job. Once you provide all this kind of information to the client, he will stop thinking.
Yeah.
That's it. You face him with numbers. Number never lies.
Yeah.
Once you provide him with this kind of evidence, that's it. He will tell you, I will give you the check. That's it. He'll give it to you. This is my advice. Facing him with the reality, show him exactly the transaction, it's happened. There is sales. Yes, there is sales.
Yes.
Any investors, he can go to any government website, he can see the transaction, it's happened.
Yes.
Dubai non-stop. No.
Yes. Yeah.
Life is there. Even the night life is still there. So it's not a COVID, it's not a crisis, it's a temporary situations. Either you will be the one who take a jackpot, or that's it, you will be a loser.
And we see Benghazi doing pretty well even in these uncertain times, and I think that's also the testimony to the brand and the credibility that you guys have built and the projects that you guys are building. So that's a really good
That's
thing.
not only about the brand, it's about the variety, as I mentioned. In Benghazi we provide a branded residence, either high value or mid value. For you, as I mentioned, the brand provide you the safety investment, or the regular standard projects which belong to us. Also, there is a lot of variety: low, mid, high, luxury, ultra luxury.
Yeah.
So in Benghazi, we provide a variety which is a key, so the client or the investor, he's not going to be shattered. It depends on your budget. Now, if the client will ask, what is the other investor doing? If they go to the mid, yes, how much your mid ticket? Let's say the mid is starting from $1 million to $3 million. Are you capable for this? Yes. There's the locations.
Yeah.
So in Benghazi, we have the prime location, we have the variety, we have the flexibility and payments. So yeah, that's why make us in Benghazi, we are achieving good numbers.
From an audience perspective, the people that you're seeing are making the purchases. what percentage would you say these are the residents and these are the tourists? Because we have seen that there are some numbers that are declining in the tourists and, people from outside investing into it. So I just want to understand your perspective on what are you seeing in the market now?
What I see in market as Bingati or in general Dubai market?
Bingati.
In Bingati, we have been supported not only by the residents. Alhamdulillah, our number one investor in Bingati is the local.
Okay.
So when you see a developer be supported by the local themselves, that will put a trigger on you. As an international or residents. As a resident, that you will see, okay, the locals, they're buying, especially from Benghazi, so they are the owner of the land. You get my point?
Yeah.
So when we got their trust, that's it. As an international client, I believe it's going to be much lower because they're hesitating, they don't know about the situations. Here come our job to show them the evidence that the residents and the locals, they are investing, they never stop.
Yeah.
I have a project we launched just a month ago in Ramadan. Majority of the studio are sold out. More than 60% sold out during the situation there.
And you'd say that that's majorly the residents and locals that are buying?
Yes, which is a strong point for us.
Okay.
I will feel special if the majority of my clients are international and the local not buying. That's a problem for me.
Yeah.
But when I see number one investors in Benghazi, which is Emirati, no, this is something that my direction is correct. I'm still stable, still exist. Also, I got the support from the residents and the local himself, which is a very important point. You have to use it to make your client, international client especially, to feel more safe.
Yeah. Just as a closing, what I need to understand from you is, where do you see the market headed in the near future?
If we talk about the near future, by 2026, I believe it's going to be keeping the same situation, because eventually it's just 1 month. The situation has happened just during the last month.
Yeah.
It's very early to judge on it. As I mentioned, it's a temporary situation. After maybe 24 hours, 48 hours, maybe 1 week later, everything will be settled down. So, still we don't know how long it's going to be take. It's still very early to judge on this situation. It's just 1 month.
Yeah.
You get my point? God forbidden if it's going to be, let's say it took 3-4 months. So that's going to be effective as for 2026 to be the majority of the investors, which is the make tickets.
Okay.
But still early to judge now. It's very early.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, it's all about us coming together and also showcasing what's happening, the realities of this to to the investors. It's about us on how we believe in our leaders of UAE, and we believe in ourselves. We are residents of UAE, and we will stand united. And inshallah, we'll see how the market picks up. We're equally responsible to pick the market up.
As there was a say, they say it's winter is coming. So be careful of Dubai. Dubai is coming.
Absolutely. Guys, this was our candid conversation with Abdulaziz, and I think the key takeouts that I've had from this conversation is Benghazi is one of the strongest names in the real estate market in UAE, and they retain their position. The construction is on time, the construction is happening, nothing's changed. They're still getting their projects ready, beautiful projects. And again, I don't want to be a salesperson on this, but just a candid conversation where everything is on track, things are going well. They're seeing a lot of buyers which are residents of the market. And of course, there's been a bit of a shift from international investors to the residential investors at the moment. And that's where they're pretty strong on their business. But all in all, I think it seems to be that the business is on track.
Exactly.
Your projects are on track. And we're all hoping for the market to pick back up the same way or even better than what it was. But Abdulaziz, it was great to have this conversation with you.
Likewise.
And we'll always have new projects coming.
Inshallah.
And
Inshallah. Thank you for having me.
You so much.
Thank you for your time. Looking forward for much business. Keep pushing. Never give up. Marketing is happening. Still alive. Sales is happening. Not only Benghazi. All Dubai sales is there. Transaction happen. As I mentioned, for our job here is to bring the business, give the correct information for our international client with the correct evidence, with the correct informations.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Abdul Aziz.